Hey everybody, Stephen Moran and Douglas Yates, and we are live. It's Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New
Um,
Year.
Happy New Year. It's 2023. Can you
I
believe
know.
that?
Can't believe that. It's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year. And let me talk a
Hey,
little bit
hey,
about
hey,
that.
hey, Libby, real
But,
quick. I forgot to tell you this when we were talking before, but today is Bitcoin's birthday.
oh, is it
Uh,
really?
yeah, 14 years, 13, 14 years when Bitcoin was first basically the blockchain was turned on. January 3rd, about 13 or 14 years ago. I forget the
Okay.
exact amount. Happy birthday, Bitcoin.
Happy birthday, Bitcoin. There you go. um, well, as you guys all know, it's been quite the last 12 months. We launched our NFTs last year, and we took off for eight big weeks, and we raised the money there to go out and develop the exchange and develop the NFT marketplace. And then there's been a lot of hassle, a lot of things that have been negative in the crypto space since then. The markets just keeps reducing itself, and you've got the Lunas of the world and the FTXs of the world that have done everything they could to kind of go out and actually totally cripple this industry. And they haven't killed us. Okay, I think that we're coming out of this a lot stronger. When we got involved in this, our goal was to be able to get in and use cryptocurrency to help charities, foundations, and nonprofits. That was what our goal was, is to be able to use cryptocurrency to transform communities into economies. Okay, and we finally have been able to figure out exactly how to do that. Okay, and the way we started by looking at traditional charities, and when I say traditional charities, I'm talking more of the brick and mortar type rather than the ones that are already in crypto. And I didn't really realize how many charities there were that were so deep in crypto until just recently. But going back to the analogy, if we were trying to deal with the Make-A-Wishes of the world and kind of pull these boulders, really pushing a boulder uphill. We're trying to get them to move into crypto, and we got a market that's getting declining, and we got all these other kinds of issues. And it's just fraught with challenges, because people don't want to make these different moves. And over Thanksgiving, I realized one thing, but then over Christmas, I actually really realized something totally different. And I'm really excited about this. I'm going to show you guys a video here in just a couple minutes. It's going to explain how we're going to go after this market. But, I was doing some research, and I literally found out that every token out there on CoinMarketCap, okay, has already got its own foundation. Okay. And when you start really looking at the foundations that have been created by these tokens out there, they're all out there for the, benefit and the ongoing continued development of, the platform that they're developing. Okay. And they were created, and they've got this thing there, and they're calling it all the same thing right now. They're all living and dying by the price of their token. And that's not a good thing right now. It's really, really challenging for everybody. And if you look at that coin market cap, the 24-hour trading volume totals, it's like there's literally over $100 billion a day in trading volume that is going on right now that we can actually plug into, and we can help these foundations at the same time. So that's going to really be the basis of what we're going to be trying to accomplish here, and what we're going to be doing here, and what we're going to really be focusing on. And I put together a little video here right now that kind of gives you a synopsis of what we're doing. And I think it'll be a video that I can also use to start to reach out to some of these foundations and to start to make some things happen. Because I think that, we charities and foundations, they spend all their time raising money. Okay. The ones in crypto aren't going to be any different. Okay. They still need to raise money. Okay. They just because they're in crypto doesn't mean that they're blessed with gazillions of dollars to continue the development of their stuff. Right. They're dealing with these hard times. And I think that we've got something here that's really come together at the right time to where 2023 is just going to be pretty magical with this. So what I like to do is I like to show you this video. It's like 6 minutes long. It's not real long, but I think it'll give you a real good idea of exactly where we're going to be going, the direction that we're going to be going with Toax, and why we're going in that direction. And I think it makes a lot of sense. So let's take a quick watch at that. And Steve Moran. And on today's video, I want to show you that there's a fatal flaw in the way crypto companies start their business. And I'm going to show you why Toax is the answer. See, the way it works now is companies have a big idea. They create a token to fund their project. They sell the tokens and develop the project. Then they find themselves like 95% of businesses undercapitalized. And they live and die day to day based on the price of their token, which isn't fair. They've developed their project, and their community has supported their project, which in turn has caused the token to do hundreds of millions and sometimes billions of dollars in daily trading volume. Yet they're not making a dime from all of that daily trading volume that they created until now. So how do we monetize this for our clients? We utilize smart contracts and share a percentage of the ongoing transaction fees generated from the sales of that community's tokens. By incentivizing communities with an immediate rebate of their transaction fees, these communities can begin to take a long-term view of their project, knowing that they've got money coming in every day to further the ongoing development of their project. After the FTX debacle, it got me thinking about how we could deploy the technology we created to help others in the crypto industry create dependable, long-term recurring revenue. And finally, over the Christmas holidays, it's hit me. I was doing some research on coinmarketcap.com. Literally, every token listed on coinmarketcap.com already has its own foundation. Ethereum has their own foundation. Tron has their own foundation. Cardano has a foundation. Litecoin has a foundation. Binance has a foundation. Bitcoin has a foundation. Even Dogecoin has a foundation. These foundations all have one thing in common. They were created to support the ongoing growth and development of their underlying technology. Toax, the token of appreciation exchange, will transform these communities into economies with a single button. Let me show you how it's going to work. Let's talk about how the XRP Foundation could benefit. The XRP Ledger Foundation is an independent nonprofit entity which works to support the development and usage of the XRP Ledger. XRP is currently ranked as the 6th most valuable cryptocurrency by market cap. The XRP token did over $900 million in trading volume in the last 24 hours. I'm going to guess that the XRP Foundation didn't make a dime from that over $900 million in daily trading volume that XRP created. And these numbers happen every day, over and over again, like clockwork. What do you think would happen if the XRP Foundation were to put our Genius button on their website and encourage XRP token holders to buy and sell XRP tokens directly from the Foundation's website? Do you think that over time, the XRP Foundation might get just 10% of that transaction volume buying and selling XRP tokens directly from the XRP website? If we did, that would be over $90 million a day in transactions coming directly from the XRP website. Our transaction fee is 1%. 1% of $90 million equals $900,000 a day in transaction fees. We pay out 25% of our transaction fee via smart contracts every day. 25% of $900,000 is $225,000 a day going back to the XRP Foundation, which equals $6,750,000 a month, which translates to $81 million a year. I believe that over time and with proper education in their community, they could get way more than 10% of that daily transaction volume buying and selling XRP tokens directly from the XRP Foundation's website. Let's talk about another foundation that might benefit from a relationship with Toax. The Solana Foundation. The Solana Foundation is a nonprofit organization headquartered in Zug, Switzerland, dedicated to the decentralization, growth, and security of the Solana network. The Solana token did over $500 million in trading volume in the last 24 hours. I'm going to guess the Solana Foundation didn't make a dime from that $500 million in daily trading volume that Solana created. What do you think would happen if we put our Genius button on the Solana Foundation website and we actively encourage Solana token holders to buy and sell Solana tokens directly from the Foundation website? Do you think that over time the Solana Foundation might get just 10% of that transaction volume buying and selling Solana tokens directly from the Solana Foundation? If we did, that would be over $50 million a day in transactions coming directly from the Solana Foundation website. Our transaction fee is 1%. 1% of $50 million is $500,000 a day in transaction fees. We pay out 25% of our transaction fee via smart contracts every day. 25% of $500,000 equals $125,000 a day going back to the Solana Foundation, which equals $3,750,000 a month, which translates to $45 million a year. I believe that over time, and with proper education of their community, they could get way more than 10% of that daily transaction volume buying and selling Solana tokens directly from the Solana Foundation website. These are just two examples of how we can immediately begin helping existing foundations that already have associated tokens. Through the power of our Genius button, we have exclusive access to about $100 billion a day in daily trading volume that can assure that these foundations will be around for generations to come. If you'd like to see if we can help your foundation start receiving the rewards you deserve for building a vibrant community, please reach out to Stephen Moran at steven@toax.io or support@toax.io. Thank you for your time. All right. So hopefully that gives you guys a kind of an overview of what we've got what we call low-hanging fruit. Okay. There's a lot of low-hanging fruit when you got $100 billion a day in potential business that you can go out and go after. And there's nobody else out there trying to scrape up that fruit. So, it's interesting. I played golf with a guy yesterday, and he's a stockbroker, and he's a real successful stockbroker. He lives in like a $7 million house over here in Rancho Santa Fe. And, I was talking to him, and he was trying to wrap his head around what we were doing. And I said, we're just going to give back a percentage of these transaction fees. And he's like, well, Coca-Cola doesn't get, percentage back of their transaction fees. And I said, no. I said, but God, can you imagine how much more profitable they would be if they did? If they had been getting that profit, getting that back. I said, just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean it can't be done. Okay. I said, in crypto, I said, we can think outside the box like that. And he was really pretty well blown away with it when he actually thought it through and thought, oh my God, that just looks like, pretty hard for anybody to want to say no to that. Right. And I said, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put together a video. And he said, have you talked to him yet? I said, I'm going to start this week. We'll start figuring out now. So now what we got to do is we got to figure out how we're, going to get to these foundations and how we're going to talk to people there. A lot of foundations, they've got board members, and some of them are a little bit more blockchain oriented than others, but there's groups there. There's all kinds of ways to work inside their community and to get into their community. And we'll start going in and posting things. Look, we want to start adding real value to your community. How do we make this work? So I'm excited about where we are. I know it's taken a little longer to get where I guess maybe not so much as just take a little longer to get going than we would have liked, but we are on a path now where we're not pushing boulders uphill. Okay. And we don't have to just think it's a great idea and try and convince everybody else it's a great idea. We got people that already believe in the blockchain. They've been doing this. They're the ones that have supported this and done this. And crypto's got some real problems right now. And we have an opportunity to go out and really help the people in the crypto space that got us to where we are today. And we can do what we can to make sure that everybody who got us to here today is still in business tomorrow and the next day and for the next generations to come. So I'm excited about the opportunity. I'm excited about where we're at. I wish we were in a little bit better position, from a financial standpoint right now. We don't talk about it a lot, but we got hit pretty hard with the Luna stuff and the FTX stuff. We've got money in exchanges that, we can't access anymore. And it's we're undercapitalized at the time. So right now we've got to go out and find some of these foundations that we can plug into, and we can start to get some immediate cash coming in. And then that immediate cash starts people getting paid all the time and with your NFTs and everything, and it just moves everything along. So I think we've got an opportunity that's about as irresistible of an offer as we could possibly have to go out to people that already got money that's going through there, and we don't have to show them how to do something different. We don't have to show them how to do anything. It's just, you can see all this money that you're missing from the community that you built. And it's kind of like they're almost entitled to have some of this money because they did such a good job building these communities if they do that kind of transaction volume. So, back to that, I mean, how much more valuable would Coke be if they were getting a percentage of the transaction fees for the last 100 years?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Okay. So I think we can really help some companies out there, guys. Keep your head up. It's 2023. I think we got a great year ahead of us. And all I'm going to do is we will start being here a little bit more, a lot more regular. This coming here a couple of times a week and start telling you a little bit about the progress of what we're doing and things along those lines. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Doug, and you can
Yeah, you know, I just wanted to remind people, you know, what we accomplished in 2022. If you look at our white paper, go down to the bottom, excuse me, where there's our roadmap is we pretty much, you know, hit within the quarters that we want to accomplish those major milestones. We've hit them since day one, which is great. We got all our ducks in a row. We got our technical ducks in a row. So that we're switching over to becoming a big marketing machine now, which is what we've been doing this last month and a half of 2022, and that's what Steve's been doing. And like I posted in the in the Discord, you know, Steve's been doing split testing out there with our marketing stuff. So he's got this. We have several parallel paths of our marketing campaigns. The one he just showed you is for going out to the low hanging fruit in the crypto world. And then we also have we've been split testing the general sales out for the NFTs out to the public to finish selling off the rest of the NFTs. And we've been doing very well with that. We got a big sizable leads in our inbound or in our funnel
database now, in our funnel.
Thanks. And we got the cost per lead down pretty low, pretty good. And Steve's using some pretty well-known marketing machines and scripts and funnels to do this. And he's getting contracted help with some pretty well-known marketing people, online internet marketing in the industry. So these are really great campaigns, and we're ramping them up right now. So that's all positive. So you'll start seeing the results of that hard work of these last 45 days now in the first part of this quarter. You know, end of the year, everybody's it's really hard to get everybody tied down because every
family, you got travel, and you got all kinds of stuff going on. The last 2 weeks of the year have always been kind of almost nothing really kind of seems to get done, you know, in this kind of a business, unless you've got a typical job where you're going like to the 9 to 5 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Lots of things die down during this time of the year. So back to you.
Yeah. Thanks. So, you know, we've accomplished a lot of stuff with the resources that we had in 2022, and we're going to reap the benefits of that in this second quarter of 2023. So you should start seeing movement there. You know, we got 2 major projects we're onboarding right now. We've kind of told you about them a little bit in the last couple updates with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Association. They have our API. Their technical team is working on integrating that into their website to start selling their tokens and their NFTs through Toax exchange. And then also the kindokids.org, which is a nonprofit organization that's doing a Disney level animated films. There's 12 of them, and we're partnering with them, and we're one of the financial partners in that. And the funding of that is In-N-Out Burger. So, you know, we're working on some really high level projects that are going to impact the world in a positive nature, plus generate a good volume on the exchange. And then, you know, there's more to come after that. So I'm excited with what's happening this first quarter. I think the hard work and the discipline that we did at the end of the last year is going to start paying off in the first quarter of this year. So appreciate all you guys. I hope you had a great holiday season. Hope you had a great time with your families. And, you know, even in the craziness of the crypto world in the last, quarter or 2 quarters of last year, I think you can start seeing, there's a consolidation going on where the people that just don't have the backbone are leaving. And then the real ones are staying. And I also believe in this first quarter, we're going to see some movement in the Bitcoin price. A lot of the altcoins, those are still, kind of a gamble. When people ask me, hey, what do you recommend in the crypto world? Well, I know 2 things. I know Bitcoin basically has been the same since it started. And there's not many huge changes going on to that blockchain. It works. So that's why they don't need to change that a lot. So I know that. I've seen that since it started. And today, like I said, today's the birthday. And the second thing is I know Toax because I'm involved heavily with Toax, and I know the people behind it that are legit. We're legit people. We're here to do what we say we're going to do, no matter what happens, no matter what roadblock gets thrown up into us that's beyond our control. We're still trucking forward with transforming communities into economies. We've never changed that direction since day one. We may refined it, or looking out for some lower hanger fruit, which is what Steve just outlined there. I go, that's all I can recommend to you is Bitcoin and Toax. I go, anybody else, it's a gamble. I don't know, I don't know the people that are behind XRP. I don't know the people that are behind some of the other things, and they may be great, but I don't know them as well as I know me and Steve, and I know Bitcoin because I wasn't watching it from the beginning. And so those are my recommendations. You just got to do your research, but I do think that the consolidation and the filtering out is coming to a conclusion. And this first couple of quarters, we're going to start to see some great movement in the blockchain and crypto world as a whole, and also with us with Toax. And then I don't know if you guys have been watching the news too about basically digital currency from like countries and central banks and stuff like that. Those we got to be careful with. There's a good side to the blockchain, and then there's also a side that could not be so good. And you just have to be careful with these countries that want to implement a digital currency, because you could program anything into a blockchain, into a smart contract. You could program that you could control the wallets, and if you don't like what the wallets are spinning on, you can stop it. So that's what we got to watch out for. The good thing about the blockchain is it's 100% visible. So when people realize that their blockchain is being controlled, you just stop using that blockchain. You go somewhere else. And that's the beauty of this world is, if they try to control what we're doing through a digital thing, there's other alternatives like Bitcoin and Ethereum and such. So just keep your eye out with that. That's a little side note, just popped in my head. I've been reading up on it, so I just thought I'd talk a little bit about it. But yeah, looking forward to talking to you guys again. We'll start some training coming up on the exchange. We're almost done opening up the withdrawals. I'll announce that in Discord. Should happen in the next couple of days. And I'll throw it back to you, Steve.
All right, now that's all I got, guys. I got to jump. My little guy's going to run to the doctor, so I've got a doctor's appointment I got to get him to right now. So Happy New Year's. It's good talking to everybody. And I'm not sure if we'll be back this week. I'm going to be busy on doing this stuff, but we'll be back first part of next week, and hopefully we'll have I'll at least be able to tell you what I've been doing and if I've been able to get through to anybody or kind of where we're at. But that's the path we're headed on. So have a great day, everybody, and we'll talk to you first part of next week.